Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about design of microstrip antenna operating at 2.5 GHz with defective ground plane structure. And defective ground plane structure is nothing but it is half of that substrate, not fully grounded in the substrate, only partially grounded in that substrate plane. First of all, you go to that HFSS, you select insert new design. You click that insert new design means automatically project window will open. First of all, we are going to draw that substrate. For substrate, you select that solid. You press any place on that project window, then you go to that model window. Here instead of box you select substrate, then material is that FR4. Why you are selecting that FR4 means I already told it is easily available in that market. You select any material, but before you want to select this material, you check that material is available in market or not. So I am selecting that FR4 substrate. You choose any color. Then you give apply, then you give OK. After that you give that length and width of that substrate. Length and width you give first, you select that position of the substrate minus 39/2, minus 47.6/2, 0. X length is 39, Y length is 47.6. Height of the substrate is 1.6. Why? Because here I am selecting the substrate is FR4 substrate. So I am selecting height of the substrate is 1.6. You press Ctrl D means automatically that antenna design is comes within that project window. Next one, I am going to draw that ground. So you rotate that substrate. For ground, you select rectangle. In that rectangle, you select your full size. Instead of rectangle 1, you give here ground. For rectangular name, you select a ground. You select color, any color. I am selecting that green color. Then you give apply. Then you give OK. This is your ground plane. Starting itself, I told I am going to draw that DGS. DGS means defective ground plane structure. It is only half in that substrate, not fully grounded in that substrate plane. Now I am going to change that length of the ground value. Instead of minus 47.6, I am going to give here minus 31. It is not a fully grounded, partially grounded. Okay, partially grounded in that below of the substrate. So it is called as TGS. Then I am going to draw the patch. So you select patch only you want to place in the top of the substrate. So you rotate this object. Here you select that rectangle. You place any place in that project window. Then go to rectangle 1. Here you give, instead of rectangle 1, you give patch. You select any color. Then you give apply. Then you give OK. Now I am going to give length and width of that patch. Minus 29 by 2. Why I am giving here minus minus means I am drawing from third quadrant. My third quadrant to positive. So I am giving here both length and width is minus 29 by 2 and minus 38 by 2. 38 by 2. 1.6. 1.6 is the height of the substrate. Here you give 29, here you give 38. Then you give apply, then you give OK. This is your patch. Next, I am going to draw that feed position of that patch. So here I am selecting a rectangle. You place cursor on any place in the project window. Then you go to rectangle 1. Instead of rectangle 1, you give feed. Feed, in that you give that position. Position is minus. I am going to give position is 14.5. 14.5 means from that x-axis 0 to I am selecting that the location point is positive 14.5, y length is minus 1.5, 1.6 is the height of that substrate. Here feed width is 5, the length is 3 mm. Then you give apply, then you give OK. This is your feed line. This is your feed line of your patch. Next, I am going to draw that port. Why you are giving here port means you want to give that power of this particular antenna. Without power, that antenna does not radiate. While you want to radiate that antenna, you are giving here power source. So again I am selecting a rectangle. Before I am selecting rectangle, here you select YZ axis. Why? Because I am going to draw that Z and Y axis, not XY. Okay, here you select YZ, then you go to rectangle. Here you select rectangle. Then here you give port. Create rectangle 3.5 instead of you give 3. Why? Because this length and this length is same. You give 3.5 means that length is high compared to that feed position of this length. So you have to match the length of that feed position and the port of that patch. Next one, I am going to excite this particular patch. So I am selecting this patch, go to assign excitation, you give lumped port, then you give next. Here you select new line. Here you click bottom one click, top one click, and it is coming here defined. Defined means port is assigned. Then you give next, finish. You go here and check whether that port is assigned or not. That excitation you go click that port 1 is there na? Now you check that port is assigned. Now that antenna is given to this power source. Next one, I am going to assign that ground as the radiating layer. So assign boundary, you give perfect E1, you select automatically. Then after that I am going to unite that feed and patch. You select feed and patch, you select edit boolean unit. Why? Because these both are same. While you are giving a power supply means that power is not radiating in that particular patch without a unit option. You unit means that power is goes from that feed position, it will radiate in that patch. So we have to unite that feed and patch of that particular antenna. Then go to creating that radiation box. You right click that project window, then go to assign, create open region. Here you give operating frequency is 2.5 gigahertz. Then you give OK. See here boundary is assigned open instead of here instead of radiation box vacuum you give air. Instead of vacuum you give here air. Then you give apply, then you give OK. Then we are going to assign that radiating element as that patch. So go to you select the patch. Here you select patch, otherwise you select feed position. Go to assign boundary, you select perfect E, then you give OK. Now that patch is assigned to the conducting layer. See here, this is perfect 2 is that perfect to E2 means perfect conductor as patch. Perfect E means perfect conductor as that ground. Then open is that radiation box. Then go to analysis, you give add solution setup. Here you give add frequency range is 2.5 gigahertz. Then go to setup, then you give add frequency sweep, then give 1 to 5 gigahertz. 1 to 3, otherwise you give. Why? Because operating range is 2.5 gigahertz only, so you give within that 1 to 3 gigahertz. Then you give OK. Then go to HFSS, you give validation check. Then go to HFSS, you give analyze all. Now you save that particular file. You paste any places you save. Now program is running, we have to wait some time. After completion of your simulation, go to results, right click that results, create model solution data report, you give select rectangular plot, you select S parameter, you give new report, then you give close. See here, go to marker, right click marker, you give add marker. At exactly 2.5 gigahertz, resonating frequency is 2.5 gigahertz. Under return loss is minus 22 dB. Okay, with defective ground plane structure. Next, you want to see that VSWR means reflection coefficient. Then you right click the results, create model solution data report, then rectangular plot. Instead of S parameter you give VSWR. Here you give new report. Close. Here you change that scale parameter. Go to marker, you go to add marker at exactly 2.5. It is resonating at 1.17 reflection coefficient. That VSWR range is within that 1 to 2 ratio. So that maximum this antenna is working at 2.5 gigahertz.